Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty crazy news going on over here. A little bit of side-eye coming over here from PlayStation. We also have some pretty big drama when it comes to brand new games. We also have some brand new kind of big stuff coming out here from Ubisoft, some brand new PlayStation 5 game leaks, some of the various big things we're going to go talk about over here. And one of the worst games I've ever had a chance to go and play is also now apparently coming to the PlayStation. So we're going to talk about a few little various stories all throughout here. So if you guys are all going to, well, enjoy, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We're going to be hanging out on Twitch if you guys are bored, link down below, or follow up with the Twitter if you guys want to. We have our nice little, I don't know, 600 tweets you guys can maybe go look at, which is horrible. I have no idea what's going on with that one. We also have the Amazon links down below. And of course, let's go dive in the video itself. Give me your thoughts and comments. So really quick, if you guys did not go and see this, Twitter has also been imploding. It's not really the big topic of this video, but essentially right now, you're either having to go pay to literally go and load tweets, or right now I've actually seen so many other various folks out there that are basically not able to even literally load Twitter. So my own self, I've been trying to go load, and I keep on getting this this doesn't work, retry later, and essentially the entire page is just all, dark. I don't know. I think one of the big issues for that one is that apparently there's been a really big bill that Elon Musk never auto-renewal Google hosting. I'm not sure if this is a rumor or not, but I was seeing that, so basically had they don't have enough server space to even load up all the capacity for all the tweets. Not really sure, but letting you guys know that is a big dish to you, because I saw a few folks funny enough even tweet at me asking about that. But one kind of big thing to notice, if you guys did not know, Starfield is coming out soon. Probably one of the bigger RPGs games out there, but we actually had a very kind of conflicting, but kind of cool, but kind of weird, but kind of whatever type news when it comes to PlayStation, where PlayStation, I'm not necessarily sure if they're throwing shade per se, but it's a good catchy headline, so in case I put in my title or whatever, don't mind me on the dramaticisms. But basically, PlayStation throws shade at Starfield. PlayStation seems to throw shade at Xbox console exclusive game Starfield as part of an announcement for a completely different game. So in case you guys do or do not know, there's a new game coming out here called Baldur's Gate 3, and well, some folks are actually kind of excited for that one. So PlayStation has seemingly thrown shade at Starfield while announcing the release date shakeup for Baldur's Gate 3. Starfield is just one of the most anticipated Xbox console exclusive games in years. There's a great deal of hype for Bethesda's new open world sci-fi RPG, and many are anxious to see if it will live up to expectations. Now, first and foremost, I'm maybe just speaking on my own behalf, I do kind of feel like Baldur's Gate is going to be a cool game, sure, but I just kind of feel like the hype behind Starfield is immense. That game is going to be huge. Whether it's a good game or a bad game, people are going to play it. Good example, Cyberpunk, a lot of folks thought it was critically awful and bad and buggy, and even got to get taken out of the PlayStation 4 stores. But in my honest opinion, I actually thought the game was relatively good, and I liked it. It was kind of a hyped up game. Of course, they had a lot of issues. I'm not going to deny that, but I thought it was a very good game, and a lot of people have played Cyberpunk. I feel like no matter what happens with Starfield based on the hype and the prior games they've made, it's going to be a huge game. But Baldur's Gate actually is not going down without a fight. So right now we have to go and see. So when Starfield launches, we go in head-to-head with Baldur's Gate 3, another highly anticipated RPG. Once again, I have seen some folks excited for it, but nothing on the scale of Starfield. What makes matters more interesting is that Baldur's Gate 3 will be a PS5 console exclusive, funny enough, at launch. And the Xbox exclusive is going to be going head-to-head to PS5, timed exclusive, and Baldur's Gate will be making its way down to Xbox as time goes on, although Starfield probably won't make it to PlayStation. That's why a lot of folks are kind of intrigued on this, because, well, do they kind of think that PlayStation has a chance? Now, I've been a little bit on the skeptical side. I think Greasy on the Xbox side, but I got to give him some credit. I do think Starfield as a game is probably going to be a lot bigger, a lot more, probably, hopefully, fingers crossed, well received than Baldur's Gate. And Baldur's Gate does have a community behind it. I'm not making anything bad with that too as well, but it is kind of funny because it does seem like PlayStation did go and throw maybe a little smidgen of shade. As you guys can see over here, it says Baldur's Gate 3 launches September 6th on PS5 with 60 FPS. And if you guys do kind of know, the bigger deal has been, well, there's been some actual issues going on in terms of frame rate and frame rate optimization when it comes to Starfield. So basically, the PlayStation 5 version of Baldur's Gate 3 recently changed its release date from August 31st to September 6th, the same day Starfield launches, putting the two RPGs in even more direct competition. In a tweet that announced the release date change, Sony made sure to point out that Baldur's Gate 3 is launching September 6th on PS5 with 60 FPS. The accompanying blog post written by Lorraine Studios took things a step further, adding, "This brief delay allows us more time to achieve our ambition of 60 frames per second, thanks to the power of the PlayStation 5. So once again, this is kind of throwing some shade. That's a very I think, deliberate shade. Essentially, we also had the combination of the Redfall drama 2 as well, and on top of that too is Starfield 2. Now, I think it's a little weird to go and have, like, I'm usually on the mindset people should go and separate games as much as they can. Like I said, I'm probably playing Starfield if I had to pick and choose. I may go check out Baldur's Gate later on, though, but I'm probably going to be playing Starfield when it comes on out. So any type of game that has to go and do with the competition between it is always going to be a little bit on the rougher side, unless you kind of do some good marketing schemes, and this is kind of a good marketing scheme myself in terms of RPG fans. Kind of like the same thing with Animal Crossing and Doom, where basically they had enough marketing where they just assumed there wasn't going to be that much of a crossover, although I did play both, but they had a chance to do like funny animations and tweets and all that stuff and memes, so it kind of makes sense. So I mean, they are doing some marketing with this one though as well. I don't know, it's kind of cool in my opinion. So yeah, apparently for some odd reason, these games are not gonna, I don't know why these games don't have 60 FPS. I feel like that should be like a necessity at this day and age. So honestly, people are saying it could be more of a coincidence, but in all honesty, it doesn't. Like, I really don't think it seems like that one at all. And of course, I mean, it's kind of funny because I'm going to play Starfield. I almost want to hear your thoughts and comments down below. After all, 60 FPS was not the focus of the blog post. It was instead mostly about the Baldur's Gate 3 companions and character creation and talking about the game itself and all that. And they only have the tweets and little lines, etc., etc. But we can kind of go from there. So I think the game is going to be kind of good. I'm still excited for Starfield. Definitely not knocking on Xbox at all. But it's kind of ballsy to go and see PlayStation go and drop this in the first place, at least in my opinion. So yeah, we still have Starfield coming out soon. We have good old Baldur's Gate coming out soon. Let me know in the comment section down below which one you guys are more excited about yourselves too as well. Now, there's also some kind of intriguing stuff too. There's actually apparently going to be some nice little anime stuff going on. I actually have a lot of the VTuber people who are up on Twitch, a little bit on the weebier side. I think they have some big anime events going on too, but Anime Expo 2033 is coming out as of this weekend, running from 1st of July to 4th of July. The Los Angeles event will play host a number of companies relevant to PlayStation, including Bandai, Sega, Atlas, NIS America, Spike Chunsoft, and Psy Games. We actually might have some pretty good things over here. They've had some great opportunities before to have some anime-based titles to share new information, trailers, and even release dates. So we actually might have a few intriguing random updates too as well. So, also they start on this one too. There's also the summer showcase as well, coming out very, very soon for Bandai on July 1st. Funny enough, so they actually might have gone as of today, and as well some other big games that'll be popping off too as well. I would love to see more Blue Protocol and Tekken 2 on top of that. Maybe some more Persona news, some other Grand Blue stuff as well. So if you see any kind of cool updates with this one throughout the next few days for updates, we'll let you guys go and know. Now, one of the weirder things is Scorn. If you guys have never played Scorn, I played it. It was horrible. Probably don't play this game. Scorn was a really cool atmospheric game. Like, it was a very like a horror in-depth, like really strange like space. I don't even know how to explain the game. If you guys want to Google some pictures or whatever, feel free to. It's a very strange game. Very cool art direction, very gruesome, but the game itself is horrible. Probably one of the worst games I think I've ever played in my entire life. I wish I was exaggerating. It was very boring, very dull, very not well made. The art was amazing though, but the game itself was bad. But it does kind of seem like this Xbox game, Scorn, is now officially coming to PlayStation. Funny enough, because it was actually rumored for such a release. So yeah, it was a cool game. Like, I thought the game was very, very neat. But in my honest opinion, I don't think you guys should check this out, especially if you have to pay money for it. Maybe it's on PlayStation Plus. You guys totally can if you guys would like to. But yeah, this was probably one of the worst games I think I've played in a very long time. Maybe just watch the ending of the game if you guys don't like want to be whatever. Like, it's not good. Like, I just don't know how to explain it. But anyway, this game is actually be coming over here from Xbox. It was on Game Pass day one. It's now, I think, probably out of its exclusivity, coming over here pretty soon for the PlayStation as of fall 2023, in case you guys are curious too as well. Well, so some pretty intriguing stuff over here too when it comes to the PS4 games over here, which I would actually highly recommend, which is called Dead Cells. We did talk about this on the leak because there's a brand new PlayStation Plus leak on the way out there. So in case you guys do want to go check out Dead Cells, I do highly recommend it. Very good indie game. Last but else, we did have the Ubisoft girly has 11 Assassin's Creed games played. An interesting one, to say the least, a very, very intriguing one nonetheless, where basically this one, there is 11 different Assassin's Creed games, where I'm probably going to end up getting burnt out. It almost kind of seems like Ubisoft is mainly too focused on trying to go and farm up the Assassin's Creed vibe, which I can't blame them too much. It's not a bad game. But they have Assassin's Creed Mirage coming out, apparently for October 12th. We have Assassin's Creed Nexus for the VR for this year. Assassin's Creed Codename Jade on the mobile, which I probably won't be playing. Assassin's Creed Codename Red for the single player for next year. We also have some of these other ones, Hex, Invictus, Nebula, Raid, and Echoes. So all these different types of games are maybe just kind of more scheduled out. Kind of think how Call of Duty also have new games too as well. We also just heard that the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake was just also greenlit too as well. But a lot of folks are assuming that might have been just for reusing the assets for the current, like, I forgot what it's called, maybe Skulls and Bones, I believe it is, that I was a little bit excited for, and then it kind of looked like it was going to flop, and then they just want to maybe reuse a lot of those, like, ship assets too as well, mainly because if they have all the stuff, they can basically go and reuse that on an Assassin's Creed game and most likely make some of their money back, and all the animation work and all the hard work and time they already put into that can be also be reused. So in trying to go into that, there's so many Ubisoft games on the way. So I want to hear your thoughts and comments in the PlayStation 5 shade, and it comes to their challenge on which games you guys want to play. If you guys want to hang out on the Twitch, we'll be live pretty soon down below. If you guys want to go hang out on the Twitter too as well and follow, feel free to, or subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave a like, your thoughts, and Amazon links down below, and I appreciate y'all so much for watching the first place.